Good afternoon et bienvenue à notre célébration de l'excellence professionnelle des CBV. I am Christine Sawchuk, your President and CEO, and I am delighted to welcome you to our 2022 Awards and Honours Ceremony. We are pleased to hold this ceremony virtually so that recipients can share this important personal and professional moment with those who matter most, their family, friends, and coworkers. Before we get to the awards, and on behalf of the CBV profession, we wish to recognize the unique and enduring relationship that exists between Indigenous peoples and their traditional territories. We believe it is vital to honor these beginnings and the ongoing dedication and importance of Indigenous culture within our communities and within the land that we gather, live, and work on. We respectfully acknowledge that the land CBV Institute now stands on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. It is home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that the City of Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. May this acknowledgement serve as a reminder of our continuing efforts to recognize, honor, and partner with the Indigenous peoples whose homelands we benefit from today. The Chartered Business Valuator, or CBV profession, has been in existence for over half a century now. Our CBV education and accreditation programs, and CBVs themselves, have become models for professional business valuation organizations everywhere. We are leading our profession forward as authorities in business valuation. So indeed, this is a celebration for us because these awards and honors not only reflect the outstanding achievements of the recipients, but they also inspire the work that we all do as CBVs. CBV Institute is excited to recognize our awards and honors recipients of 2022. This is our platform to proudly recognize academic excellence and exceptional CBV accomplishment. Today's awards and honors recipients were chosen through a formal and thorough process of nomination, selection by our Awards and Recognition Committee, and the FCBV and Life Membership Subcommittee, and finally, approval by CBV Institute's Board of Directors. This is no small feat. Our awards and honors program will be divided into three categories. First, the CBV Hall of Honors will be presented by Anish Chopra, Chair of CBV Institute's Board of Directors. Next, the awards for exceptional CBV excellence will be presented by Catalina Miranda, CBV Institute's Director of Professional Practice. And finally, the awards for academic excellence will be presented by Sam Bandari, CBV Institute's Director of Education and Accreditation. So let's begin the presentations. After each recipient is announced, they will be given a chance to make some brief remarks. At this point in the program, I welcome Anish Chopra to present the FCBV designation recipient.
Thanks, Christine, and hello, everyone. It is my esteemed privilege today to recognize the 2022 recipient of CBV Institute's Fellows designation. The Fellow designation is reserved for CBVs who have provided distinguished service to the business valuation profession and brought it significant recognition. The FCBV designation is the highest honor that the Institute can confer. It is a great pleasure for the Institute's leadership to grant the Fellow designation to Craig McDougall, FCBV. Craig is the Senior Managing Director, Head of Investment Banking and Mergers and Acquisitions at Raymond James Limited in Toronto. He has been a member of CBV Institute since 1991 and served on the board from 1998 to 2005, including a term as president, a position we now refer to as chair of the board, from 2002 to 2003. Craig also chaired several Institute board committees, including the Public and Member Relations Committee, the Communications and Member Services Committee, the Strategic Planning Committee, and the International Committee. During Craig's involvement on the board, he was also a member of the Canadian Securities Administrators Working Group and the Ontario Securities Commission Audit Committee. From 1998 to 2015, Craig was Managing Director, Mergers and Acquisitions at National Bank Financial, Inc. During his time there, he was also a member of the Corporate Finance and Investment Banking Management Committee and chair of the Fairness Opinion Committee. Craig joined Raymond James in 2015 and was a member of their Management Committee, Operating Committee, and Equity Commitment Committee. He also chaired the Fairness Opinion Committee and was an observer to Raymond James Limited Board of Directors. Craig has always been extremely proud of his CBV designation, consistently associating himself with the designation. He has been a solid credit to the business valuation profession throughout his highly successful and distinguished career. Craig is a consummate CBV professional and is highly respected by his peers. Through his outstanding service and contribution to CBV Institute, along with his exceptional professional achievements and leadership positions, Craig has provided distinguished service to the business valuation profession and brought it significant recognition. Congratulations, Craig.
Thank you. It's been a great journey from being a student to a board member to president to writing courses for the students during our curriculum. I strongly recommend that all members and students try to get involved with the Institute, as it really does provide you with a better insight into the profession, your fellow professionals on the street, and it just makes you a more fulfilled professional. Thank you again.
Thank you, Craig. That concludes the CBV Hall of Honors section of this ceremony. I now welcome Catalina Miranda to present the 2022 CBV Awards of Excellence.
Thank you, Anish. The award I'm about to present embodies the commitment to excellence, which sums up who we truly are as CBVs. We are a membership of highly trained and highly specialized experts and business leaders. What better way to celebrate that than to acknowledge people who have excelled above and beyond in their contributions to our profession? This year, it is my pleasure to announce the 2022 recipients of the Top CBV Under 40 and the CBV Institute Ambassador of the Year. Sponsored by Deloitte, the Top CBV Under 40 Award in memory of David Cornfield, CA, CBV, is intended to recognize a CBV under the age of 40 who demonstrates success in a broad diversity of interests, who has brought distinction to the profession, and who has given outstanding service, measured through a combination of professional and personal life endeavors. This award is reserved for an influential CBV on the rise, who is inspiring to us for the meaningful ways of giving back to the community while making an impressive professional achievement. This CBV is making a difference to the CBV profession. I'm so pleased to announce that the recipient of the 2022 Top CBV Under 40 in memory of David Cornfield, CA, CBV, is Kevin Hutchinson of OMERS in Toronto. Since 2010, when he received his CBV designation, Kevin has been working to promote the designation and raise its profile, and has given back to the CBV community in several ways. Kevin has been involved with the Institute since 2012, volunteering in a number of capacities, including on the Education Committee, on the Publications Committee, as an MQE marker, and most recently as a Boersma. He is also actively involved in several other organizations, such as the Financial Risk Manager Toronto chapter, the Institute of Valuers and Appraisers of Singapore, and A4S, or Accounting for Sustainability. Since 2015, Kevin has been working to advance and promote the CBV profession in many ways. He has co-authored thought leadership on valuation topics. He has presented at CBV congresses. He was a key contributor to the International Valuation Standards Council Pension Industry Investors Forum, and he represented CBV Institute on the ESG and Intangible Asset Valuations Working Group. In his personal life, Kevin has also been very generous with his time, giving back to his community in several different ways. In 2019, he coached soccer at the Oakville Soccer Club, and since 2020, he has been a board member, the treasurer, and the finance audit committee chair of the Halton Food for Thought, a registered charity providing in-school student nutrition programs. Congratulations on this award, Kevin.
Thank you, Catalina. I'm truly honored, humbled, and incredibly privileged to be the recipient of the 2022 Top CBV Under 40 Award in memory of the late David Cornfield. Although this may be an individual award, it truly takes a village. For that, there are many to whom I'd like to express my sincere gratitude. First, I want to say a special thank you to the CBV Institute, as well as those who nominated me for this prestigious award. You know who you are, and I'm most appreciative. Second, to those at KPMG, who were not only instrumental in nurturing my interest in valuations, but greatly influential in shaping the course of my professional career. Without your guidance, none of this would have been possible. Third, to my OMERS family, who has given me the privilege, but also the great responsibility to oversee the valuation complexities of a truly global portfolio. Your trust and unwavering support each and every day continue to fuel my desire to play an integral role in delivering on the OMERS pension promise to over 500,000 Ontarians. Fourth, to my parents. I left my home in Barbados at a young age to seek a university education here in Canada. Despite the many miles between us, you have continued to be my biggest cheerleaders and a true source of inspiration. Thank you just isn't enough for all you have done. And finally, to my wife, Tatiana. You have sacrificed so much for my professional journey. I am forever grateful for all of your love and support. As I've reflected over the last several weeks on my career as a chartered business valuator, I've realized just how fortunate I have been through the many invaluable opportunities that this designation has afforded me. I started my valuation career on the cusp of the global financial crisis in early 2008. Although at the time, I likely underappreciated the enormity of the situation and the valuation challenges that would ensue, this was a truly remarkable introduction to the world of valuations. I've since had the opportunity to travel coast to coast across Canada serving valuation clients, and from continent to continent exploring the OMERS global footprint. I've had the privilege of recruiting, leading, and developing some of the brightest minds, and learning more from them than perhaps they could ever learn from me. I've been challenged by the complexities of a global pandemic, not only personally, but also by the uncertainties it has introduced in preparing asset valuations. And as I sit here now, I'm energized by the massive opportunity that the valuation profession has before it, to incentivize action and to articulate the impact that environmental, social, and governance considerations can have on the sustainability of businesses and our planet more generally. So for those young CBVs watching today, I share with you the final paragraph from one of my favorite books, Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. In closing, although I can't promise another 40 years, I can promise that as long as I am able, I will continue to do as much for this great profession as it has done for me. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Next, the CBV Institute Ambassador of the Year is an award that is granted annually to a CBV or student who their volunteer contributions has had a significant impact on the advancement of CBV Institute programs, services, and objectives. I personally have the privilege of working with several Institute volunteers, so I'm particularly delighted to be presenting this award. It is my distinct honor to announce the 2022 recipient of the CBV Institute Ambassador of the Year Award is Jennifer Samarco of OMERS in Toronto. Jennifer's dedication to improving best practices and continuing professional development within the valuation community and the CBV profession was exhibited in her participation as a speaker, as well as in sourcing speakers for several Institute webinars throughout 2021. Her exceptional volunteerism on the 2021 and 2022 Congress organizing committees, as well as other Institute committees throughout the year, and through her participation at numerous Institute events in 2021, and her constant willingness to act as a connector between Institute staff and investment banking and private equity industry leaders. Jennifer's commitment to furthering the CBV profession through distinguished volunteer service truly embodies what it means to be a CBV Institute ambassador. Congratulations, Jen, and thank you from all of us at the Institute.
Thank you very much for the lovely introduction, Catalina. I'm honored to be the recipient of the 2022 CBV Institute Ambassador of the Year Award. As charter business valuators, I believe that it's important that we contribute to our communities and lift each other up. There's a big opportunity for CBV professionals to be key influencers and to help people understand the implications of ESG and intangible value on decision-making and financial statement reporting. I would now like to take some time to thank the people who have lifted me up. It's been a pleasure working closely with the Continuing Professional Development Committee, the CBV Congress Committee, and in particular, Deborah Hanlon. Deborah, thank you for all that you do to keep us organized and lift our spirits with your positivity and professionalism. Thank you to the leadership of Christine Sawchuk, who has developed a collaborative community of business valuation professionals, many of whom take an active interest in enhancing the CBV Institute programming, services, and goals. Thank you to the staff at the CBV Institute and all of the volunteers who continue to show up and work tirelessly to develop content and grow the CBV brand. I would also like to thank my partner Oz and my children, as my involvement would not be possible without their support. Thank you for sharing me. And thank you to my OMERS family as well as Deloitte, who have all played an important part in shaping who I am and my career development. And lastly, a very special thank you is owed to my mentor, Kevin Hutchinson, who has both encouraged and challenged me, sometimes all in the same sentence. Thank you for betting on me. Over to you, Catalina.
Thanks, Jennifer, and thanks, Kevin. Those are great remarks. I'd now like to welcome Sam Bandari to announce the 2022 Academic Achievement Awards. Sam, over to you.
Thank you, Catalina. As a CBV and the leader of the CBV Institute's Education and Accreditation Program, it is a proud day for me to recognize our next generation of CBV leaders. After I announce each recipient, they'll be given a couple of minutes to deliver brief prepared remarks. In 2010, CBV Institute introduced the Scholastic Achievement Award in honor of Ronald Scott, CBV, sponsored by Ernst & Young. This award is presented annually to the student who achieves the highest average mark in all required courses in the CBV Institute Program of Studies. I'm very pleased to announce that this year's recipient is Erin Sparrow of the Dufresne Group in Winnipeg. Congratulations, Erin.
Thanks so much, Sam. I just want to say how appreciative I am of the CBV Institute and the CBV program. I've taken so much from the process of obtaining this designation, and it's been rewarding both personally and professionally. I'm so honored to be recognized today alongside all of the accomplished CBV members here. I also just want to say a quick thank you to the teams at the Dufresne Group and also my former workplace, KPMG. Your support and mentorship throughout the exams has been absolutely invaluable. And also a huge thanks to my friends and family that kept me afloat. Most importantly, my husband and my husband Kyle and my daughter Noelle. I so hugely appreciate all that you do and couldn't have completed the designation, never mind gotten this award without you two. So congrats to all the award winners here today, and thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you, Erin. The CBV Institute Membership Qualification Examination is the culminating exam in the CBV Institute Program of Studies. To succeed on the MQE requires technical astuteness, professionalism, a lot of hard work, and passion for the business valuation profession. Today, we celebrate the individuals who rose to the top when writing the MQE last September. On the 2021 MQE, 2 individuals tied for the 3rd highest mark. I would like to recognize Michael Zelma of BDO Canada LLP in Toronto. Michael achieved the 3rd highest mark on the 2021 MQE. Congratulations to Michael.
Thanks, Sam. And thanks to the CBV Institute for having me here today. I'm humbled to be recognized as one of the 3rd place writers for the MQE alongside all of the other successful 2021 MQE candidates this year. Congratulations to everyone who was successful on the exam. It is for sure an amazing accomplishment and one that we should all be proud of. The CBV program has without a doubt set me up for success, and I'll always be grateful for that. I'm very excited to be utilizing what I've learned throughout the program on a day-to-day basis on many different types of engagements. I wanted to quickly thank my old team at CPP Investments who introduced me to the world of valuations, and to my current team at BDO for all of the real world experience and learnings I've gained throughout the first months as a registered CBV. Lastly, a big thank you to my friends and family who supported me throughout the entire process. Thank you again to the CBV Institute for having me here today. It's an absolute honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I would also like to recognize Claire Neely of MNP LLP in Vancouver. Claire also achieved the 3rd highest mark on the 2021 MQE. Congratulations to Claire.
Thank you very much, Sam. I'm honored to be recognized amongst the top 3 writers of the 2021 MQE. I would like to extend a sincere thank you to my colleagues at MNP, as well as my friends, family, and the CBV Institute for all of their support and guidance throughout the program of studies. The CBV program was challenging, yet very rewarding, and I am so grateful for the valuable experience and knowledge I gained throughout my studies. Congratulations to all of the other award recipients being recognized today and all of the other successful writers on the 2021 MQE. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire. On the 2021 MQE, one individual achieved the second highest mark. I would like to recognize Eric Boehm of BDO Canada LLP in Waterloo. Eric achieved the second highest mark on the 2021 MQE. Congratulations to Eric.
Thanks, Sam. Yeah, first of all, I'd like to congratulate all the successful MQE writers and newly admitted CBVs. I'm honored to be recognized among the top writers in 2021 and also proud to have received my CBV designation. It's truly an exciting time to be a CBV, and I look forward to what the future holds. I'd like to thank my team at BDO for all their support throughout the studies and my development as a professional, and as well just thankful for my family and friends for their support throughout my studies. I wouldn't be where I am without them. Finally, I'd like to congratulate all the award recipients today and the honorees, and thank the Institute for hosting.
Thank you, Eric. Finally, on the 2021 MQE, two individuals achieved the highest mark and thus received the 2021 George Ovens Award. This award, sponsored by PricewaterhouseCoopers, is named after George Ovens, FCBV, who was one of the founders and the first president of the CBV Institute. I will now call upon these individuals in alphabetical order. First, I'm very pleased to call upon Janece Boersma of Davis Martindale LLP in London as a recipient of the 2021 George Ovens Awards. Congratulations to Janece.
Thanks, Sam. First, I'd like to congratulate all the successful MQE writers this year for achieving this big milestone in your career. I'm honored to be recognized as one of the recipients of the George Ovens Award this year. I was first introduced to valuations a few years ago in my first co-op term in university, and it's been my goal to pursue this designation since then. It's been very rewarding to see all the hard work over these years pay off. I'd like to thank all the CBVs I've had the pleasure of working with and learning from over the years, both at BDO and now at Davis Martindale. Thanks to Ron and Louise and the wonderful evaluations team here at Davis Martindale for continuing to challenge, mentor, and support me in my career. I'd also like to thank my family and friends for supporting me through the years of studying and exams. Thanks especially to my parents and to my partner, John, for putting up with me through it all. I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thanks to the Institute for recognizing me today. I know this is just the beginning of my career as a CBV, and I look forward to the future of the CBVs. Thank you.
Thank you, Janece. Next, I'm very pleased to call upon John Drake of the Royal Bank of Canada in Vancouver as a recipient of the 2021 George Ovens Award. Congratulations to John.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. I would echo a lot of what's been said before. For me, I wrote the CBV when I was looking to go through a career transition. My colleagues, Keith Jensen and Spencer Cotton at BDO, introduced and encouraged me to start it. And without their coaching and continued support, I don't think I would have been able to achieve the result that I did. I'd like to thank my wife, Julia. I know she's watching, and my family. As we all know, the CBV process requires a lot of sacrifice, a lot of late nights, a lot of weekends, and I'm thankful for their continued support. And maybe lastly, again, congratulations to all the writers this year. We should all be very proud of what we accomplished. And I think it's, fair of me to say that this is, for a lot of us, probably our first step in a long career of, as valuation professionals. So thanks again.
Thanks, John. Congratulations again to Erin, Michael, Claire, Eric, Janece, and John. This concludes the academic achievement portion of our award ceremony. I'll now pass things off to Christine for some final remarks.
Thanks, Sam, and congratulations once again to all of the deserving individuals who have received these awards and honors today. You continue to inspire us and energize us on a daily basis, and you truly do exemplify how the CBV accreditation builds valuation professionals who become influential and respected business leaders. And to everyone watching, thank you for everyone who joined us this afternoon for our 2022 Awards and Honors Ceremony. We hope you enjoyed the event. Passez un bon après-midi.